For many, the idea of living off-grid symbolizes freedom, self-sufficiency, and a more sustainable life. Imagine growing your own food, generating your own electricity, and managing your resources without relying on traditional systems. But in some states, that dream quickly turns into a nightmare. Strict regulations, prohibitive costs, and the challenges of nature can make living off-grid nearly impossible. In this video, we explore the 10 most difficult states for those looking to live off-grid, from luxury Hawaii to the strict regulations of New Jersey. Discover why these places pose major hurdles for self-sufficient people, despite their beauty or resources. Let's get started. 1. Hawaii, the most unreachable paradise. Hawaii seems like the perfect place to live off-grid. A tropical climate, abundant rainwater, and fertile soil. New Jersey, the most unreachable paradise. New Jersey seems like the perfect place to live off-grid. But the dream quickly turns into a nightmare for two main reasons: cost and natural hazards. Land in Hawaii is some of the most expensive in the country. Buying a piece of land suitable for a self-sufficient lifestyle is out of reach for most. Add to that the generally high cost of living caused by the need to import most goods. Even growing your own food can be complicated due to the high price of tools and seeds. In addition, Hawaii is at risk from hurricanes, tsunamis, and volcanic activity. These natural forces not only pose a safety risk, but can also destroy crops, infrastructure, and renewable energy facilities such as solar panels. Air quality is also affected by volcanic smog, which negatively impacts health and quality of life. Although the state's unique natural resources, the costs and risks make it one of the most difficult places to live off-grid. Second, California, the giant of restrictions. California, known for its support of sustainability, is paradoxically one of the most difficult places to live off-grid. One of the biggest challenges is the cost of living, with land in areas with favorable climates being extremely expensive. Although the desert regions offer more affordable options, these areas are less hospitable, with extreme temperatures and limited access to water. Natural disasters are another major obstacle. Wildfires, earthquakes, and droughts are common, putting important systems like solar panels or off-grid homes at risk. In addition, California's bureaucracy complicates matters even further. Drilling a well. Installing a septic system or building alternative homes requires lengthy and costly permits. Although the state has progressive policies on renewable energy, high taxes and the need to comply with numerous regulations make off-grid living in California a nearly impossible task. Third, New Jersey, where freedom is limited. New Jersey may be partially rural, but laws severely restrict off-grid living. In many areas, connection to municipal water and sewer systems is mandatory, eliminating the possibility of independent farming. In addition, rainwater collection is regulated, making it difficult to create reserves for domestic use or irrigation. Municipal laws also limit self-sufficiency options. Keeping livestock or even camping on one's own property is restricted by regulations, which reduces flexibility for those looking to get off the traditional system. The climate doesn't make it easy either. Occasional hurricanes and winter storms can damage infrastructure such as solar panels or crops. Add to that the high land prices and high population density, which make it difficult to find suitable land to build on. To sum up, the strict regulations and high costs make New Jersey an unfavorable place for self-sufficient people. Fourth, Florida, climatic vulnerability and costly regulations. Florida is a state with many advantages for those looking to live off-grid. Warm climate, abundant rainwater, and affordable land. However, The challenges quickly outweigh the advantages. One of the main problems is the strict building codes designed to withstand hurricanes, which significantly increases the cost of building homes. The high humidity and extreme heat make preserving food and maintaining appliances difficult. Renewable energy systems require constant maintenance to counteract the wear and tear caused by the climate. In addition, the frequent hurricanes and floods pose a constant threat. Homes and solar systems can be destroyed. On the other hand, many areas have strict water use regulations, and areas with high water tables limit the options for septic tanks. Despite its natural resources, Florida poses high financial and environmental costs for those who want to live off-grid. Fifth, Nevada. Nevada, with its abundance of sunshine, seems ideal for off-grid living. However, the strict laws and environmental conditions make this state extremely challenging for self-sufficient people. Particularly complicated are the water laws, forcing many residents to connect to municipal water supplies, even when they would rather use rainwater collection systems or private wells. The extreme climate is another major problem. Summers are incredibly hot, and the winters are astonishingly cold, requiring robust energy systems to keep a home comfortable. Solar power is an option, but climatic conditions increase the cost of storage and maintenance. In addition, infertile soil and water shortages make farming difficult. Recurrent droughts limit opportunities to raise crops and livestock, which are essential for self-sufficiency. Nevada may have affordable land to offer, but legislation and climatic challenges make off-grid living a constant challenge. Sixth, Connecticut, a small state with big limitations. Connecticut may be small and have picturesque landscapes, but it presents enormous challenges for those who want to live off-grid. One of the biggest obstacles is land prices, which are among the highest in the country. Acquiring land suitable for building a self-sufficient home is an unapproving investment for many. Legislation doesn't make it easy either. In most areas, connection to municipal water and sewerage is mandatory, making alternatives such as private wells or septic tanks impossible. In addition, municipal laws restrict activities such as raising livestock or building important buildings such as greenhouses, limiting opportunities for self-sufficiency in food. Connecticut's climate adds another layer of difficulty. Winters are long and cold, requiring efficient heating systems and good insulation to survive. At the same time, frequent storms can damage solar panels or crops. These difficulties, along with the legal hurdles and high initial investment, make Connecticut an uninviting place for those seeking independent living. The challenge of extreme climate. Illinois is a state with vast rural areas, but living off-grid here is not as easy as it may seem. The extreme climate is one of the biggest obstacles. Winters are harsh, with sub-freezing temperatures that make it difficult to deploy renewable energy systems like solar panels. In contrast, summers bring violent thunderstorms that can damage infrastructure and crops. Legally, Illinois has strict regulations that force many residents to connect to municipal utilities, even in rural areas. These include water, electricity, and sewer, negating much of the autonomy self-sufficient farmers seek. In addition, farm laws limit the number of livestock and the size of cropland that can be farmed, making it difficult to achieve food self-sufficiency. The high cost of adapting to the climate and complying with regulations makes living off-grid in Illinois a financial challenge. These challenges combined make this state a less than viable place for those seeking total independence. 8. Arizona. Lots of sun, but water problems. Arizona is known for its abundance of sunlight, which makes it a seemingly ideal place for those looking to rely on solar power. However, this state comes with significant obstacles, particularly in terms of water access and legislation. Arizona's dry climate means water is a scarce and valuable resource. In many areas, laws require residents to connect to municipal water supplies, even if they have alternative systems such as wells or rainwater collection systems. The frequent droughts further exacerbate this situation, making access to water a constant struggle for self-sufficient people. And while solar power is a viable option, some utilities charge for installing solar panels, which reduces the economic benefit of this energy source. Additionally, advanced storage systems must be invested in to withstand the extreme temperatures and ensure a continuous power supply. Although Arizona has relatively affordable land and plenty of sun, water restrictions and the costs associated with generating energy make off-grid living a constant challenge. Ninth, New York, beyond the Big Apple. New York is known for its urban living, but it also has vast rural areas that could theoretically be perfect for those who want to live off-grid. But even in these areas, legislation and costs make this way of life difficult. Building codes typically require properties to be connected to municipal water and electrical grids, even in areas far from cities. This can be a major problem for those who don't want to achieve total independence. In addition, land prices in New York are high, making acquiring suitable land a financial challenge. The climate doesn't help either. Winters are long and harsh, with temperatures that make solar energy production difficult and increase the need for advanced heating systems. Snowstorms and other weather events can also damage infrastructure such as solar panels or greenhouses. In summary, while New York has vast rural areas, the regulatory hurdles, high costs, and extreme climate make this state a difficult place for self-sufficiency. 10th, Texas, halfway independence. Texas has a reputation for being independent and free, but living off-grid here is not as easy as it seems. While the state has vast rural areas and relatively affordable land, local restrictions and climatic conditions create significant obstacles to self-sufficiency. In some areas of Texas, local laws require residents to connect to municipal water and electrical grids, even in rural areas. In addition, alternative systems such as wells or solar power may be subject to additional regulations depending on the county. Texas's climate also presents a challenge. Some areas experience frequent droughts, making it difficult to access water for crops and livestock. On the other hand, severe storms, including hurricanes in coastal regions, can cause significant damage to infrastructure such as solar panels or energy storage. While Texas offers affordable land and an independent spirit, these factors limit the possibility of living completely off-grid in the state. Living off-grid in the United States isn't as easy as it seems, especially in these 10 states. From high costs to strict regulations to climate challenges, each place presents its own unique hurdles. However, for those seeking the freedom of self-sufficient living, overcoming these obstacles can be part of the journey.